Hello, good evening, good afternoon. I decided to come on today once again to say hi to everybody, see what you guys are up to. If you guys want to have a chat, want to ask me questions, if you come on, identify yourself. Where do you live? What state do you live in? I'm in New York City. Oh, if you hear music in the background, my neighbors are having a fiesta in the background here. That's what I love about New York City. It's so diverse. I grew up in Texas, and black people lived on one side of the tracks, whites lived on the other side of the tracks, and Hispanics lived on the outskirts of the tracks. So it's really interesting to have lived in New York for the last 30 years and experiencing the diversity of this city. That's one of the reasons that I decided to have my children here and raise my kids here, because New York City is a very diverse city. I love this city. Anyway, I'm just going to wait for people to kind of come on and join me. In the meantime, you guys can enjoy the fiesta that's going on in my back. It's not a backyard. Hold on. I'm gonna turn my camera around. Can I do that? I was gonna turn my camera around so you guys can see, but I don't think that's. Well, let's just say I don't know how to do that. But in any case, like I said, I'm here to just chat it up with you guys and see what's happening on this Sunday evening. What are you guys up to on this Sunday evening here? Hello. Hi. State your name and what state you live in. State your name and what city you live in. Oh, my cat want to say hi. Hold on. Here. Come on. You want to say hi? Come on. Come on, little girl. Okay, I guess she's shy. Anyway, state your name and what city you live in. I'm in New York. My neighbors are having a fiesta. That's what I love about New York City. It's so diverse. Great city to live in. We have great food here. We have great cultures here. And it's a great network of people here. I know you guys hear a lot of shit in the news about New York City. This is my cat Tell. I know you guys hear a lot of shit in the news about New York City. I'm here to dispel those myths about the city. New York is a great city, a very cultural city, and a very diverse city. Every country in America should have the kind of diversity that New York has, that the city has anyway, because you do have those pockets outside of the city, like Long Island, Staten Island, and some parts of state New York where it's not so diverse. But the city, Manhattan itself, very, very diverse. So state your name and tell me what city you live in. Oh, and also tell me if you want to go on live and have a conversation with me. I just hopped on to say hi, introduce myself to people, get a chance to meet you guys and see who you are and what you're talking about and what's happening out there. I live in New York City. And it's a beautiful, cloudy, you might say. It was beautiful and sunny earlier. We were actually in the 90s for the last 2 days. It's been like 90 degrees here in New York City. So in any case, like I said, I just hopped on here because I want to introduce myself and I want to get to know you all. If you join me, tell me what city you live in, what city and state you live in. I'm in New York City, and I am not a bot. This is a live podcast. I log whatever. I do have a podcast, so because I have a podcast, sometimes I forget that this is not a podcast. So I joined Twitter probably about TikTok probably about 8 months ago. And you have to get 1,000 people before you can go live. So I now have 1,000 people, over 1,000 people, a little over 1,000 people. So now I can go live, I can come on and I can chat with you guys, which is what I really love to do. I just love to see, what's happening in you guys' lives, what's going on, and what city you live in, and If anybody wants to go live and just have a one-on-one conversation with me, I welcome that. I love politics. I'm very well versed in politics. So yeah, the music you hear in the background, that's my neighbors. They're having a fiesta back there. One of the things I love about New York City is its diversity. So I live in a very diverse neighborhood. I grew up in Texas where the neighborhoods were not so diverse. White folks lived on one side of town, blacks lived on another side of town, and then the Hispanic folks lived somewhere in between that. So I love my city now because I get to meet and dine and eat so many different kinds of foods and meet so many different kinds of people. Every city in the United States should be a small sample of New York City because it really is a melting pot in a very diverse city. I know you guys see a lot of shit on the news about New York City, but I'm here to dispel that myth. It's all myth. It's just propaganda to get you guys to sit in front of your TV sets or on your computers and watch the news. It's all bullshit. New York City is a great city. The crime is embellished here. As a matter of fact, at some point in time on these lives, I will go out and walk you guys around the neighborhood and show you what these neighborhoods are. They're great cities. I mean, they're great. This is a great city and great neighborhoods. I love all my neighbors. I think most of them love me too. And I think I brought my southern feel here to New York. So my building, like, we're just a real family here. I've lived in my building for 30 years now. So I've been in New York for 30 years now. So, you know, if you come on, I would like for you to tell me, let me put my glasses on because I can't see. I would like for you to tell me what city you live in. All right, see if I can get my glasses on here. What's going on? Let's see. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. So I'm just, like I said, I'm just doing this live. I just wanted to say hi. Jump on here and say hi to everybody. See what's cooking, what's shaking. Hello. How are you? How you doing today? Hello. Hello. How are you? Hi. Hello. How you doing today? I decided to come on and say hi. The music you hear in the background, that's my neighbors. They're having a siesta. Very nice, fun time in the backyard here. Hello. How are you? How you doing?